Good evening, everybody. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today we are working on the Mathematics 9709. It's paper 1. We are actually solving the course book of the Pure Maths 1. And today we are going to start on the exercise. We start work on the exercise 5F. This is our first episode on this exercise. The topic of the exercise is trigonometric equations. The topic of the chapter is trigonometry. So we have skipped 2 exercises, and because those exercises involve drawing of the graphs, we will do them. But first of all, let's do the exercise 5F. So the question number 1 we are going to attempt. So let me adjust the camera a little bit. So I hope that it's very visible to you. Okay. So question number 1 we are going to attempt. This is the question number 1 of this exercise showing up on your screen. It says solve each of the following equations for the x from 0 to 360, and we have to find the values of these angles. Okay. So let's see what happens. So we have the question number 1, A part. The question number 1 is A part. Here we are given that the sine of the tan of the x is equals to 1.5. Okay, and the value of the x is from 0 to 360. Okay. So I have to be very tan x is equals to 1.5. The value of the x is from 0 to 360. Exercise 5F. We are working on the exercise 5F. Okay. So very simple. This is very simple. Okay. You see, x will be equals to the tan inverse of the 1.5. So what will be the x? Okay. So I'm going to use my calculator. So we will find the tan inverse of the 1.5. Shift tan and 1.5 equals to, this is 56.3. So 56.3 and 3.1, you can say. Okay. You see, this is acute angle. Okay. The tan x value was positive, and from 0 to 360 this happens 2 times. You see, try to understand this. This is 0, this is 90, this is 180, and this is 270, and this is 360. So this acute angle is here. So this base angle is 56.31. So again this will happen here. So this base angle will be also 56.31. So because here the tan value is positive, again here the tan value will be positive. So this can also be the answer. The base angle here cannot be the answer because it will be the 4th quadrant and its answer will be negative. This is positive. So we just ignore this. Okay. So the one value of the x will be 56.31. This angle here. The other value will be this angle. Okay. And this angle will be 180 plus 56.31. So that angle will be 180 plus 56.31. That will be 236.31. 236.31. So these are the 2 x values from 0 to 360, where the tan x value was positive 1.5. Okay, so let me check, sir. 56.3 and 236.3. So these are the answers. Our answer is right. So let's go to the next question. The next question, that is question number 1, and it's B part. In the question number 1 and the B part. Question number 1 and it's B part. Okay. So here we have, he says sine of x is equal to 0.4. Sine of the x is equal to 0.4. So very simple, x will be equals to what? Sine inverse of the 0.4. Okay. So sine inverse of the 0.4, what will be that value? Okay, let's see. It will be the shift sine and then 0.4. My calculator is set in degrees. So it will be 23.6. This will be, the x value will be 23.6. But they said that the value is from 0 to 360. Okay. So this is acute angle. So this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this is 360. So here this angle is 23.6. The same angle we will have here, the same angle we will have here, the same angle we will have here. Okay. The problem here is that the sign here is negative. The sign here is negative. So we are going to ignore it because this is positive. So this base angle will be also 23.6. So what will be this angle? The answer is this. Okay, another answer will be this one. So this answer will be 180 minus 23.6. So the x answers, there will be two answers. One is the 23.6 and the other one will be 180 minus 23.6, and that will be 156.4. On this angle, the sine value will be 0.4, it's positive. On this angle, which is 156.4, the sine of the 156.4 will be 0.4. We have ignored this one. We ignored this one because here the sine's answer must be negative, which is not here. It is negative, so that's why. So there are two answers from 0 to 360, where the sine x is equals to 0.4, and that is at the 0.6 degrees and 156.4 degrees. So this is how you do the question number 1 and its B part. Okay, let's do the next one. The next one coming on your screen is the question number 1 and its C part. Question number 1 and its C part. Question number 1 is C part. Let me see. What is the question, sir? Question number 1 C part. Cos x is equals to 0.7. Cos x is equals to question number 1 and its C part. Okay. The cos of the x is equals to, he said, 0.7. Okay. So cos of x is equals to 0.7. So what will happen? We will take the cos to the other side. It will become cos inverse. So the x will be equals to the cos inverse of the 0.7. So when I take the cos inverse of the 0.7, let me check. What is the answer, sir? Shift cos 0.7 equals to, that is 45.6. So this answer is 45.6, which is acute angle. So this is my base angle. So if you remember, this is 0, this is 90, it's 180, and this is 270, and this is 360. Okay. So my base angle here, the cos is positive. So here it is 46.6 degrees. And you know where else is the cos positive? In the fourth quadrant. So this angle and this angle will be my answers. This is 46.6. So what will be this angle? This angle will be 360 minus 46.6. So my x will have two answers. One is 46.6. The other one will be 360 minus 46.6. And that will be equals to 313.4 degrees. Why I have not taken here? Here, in the second quadrant, the cos of x will be negative. Here, the cos of the x, its answer will be negative. But here in the question it is positive, so we have ignored this. We have taken the angle in the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So my answers are 46.6 and 313.4 degrees. So okay, so let me check the answer from the book. The C part is 45.6. I wrote here 40. Let me check. I think we made a mistake. 0.7. So 45.6 is it 40? Cos inverse of the shift cos 0.7 equals to, sorry, this is 45 points. This is 45.6. I wrote 46. This is 45.6. This angle is 45.6. This angle is 45.6. So what will be this angle? It will be 360 minus 45.6. So it will be 314.4. When I read it from the calculator, instead of writing 45, I wrote 46. So see, this happens, and this happens with the students as well, that there is something different written and they write different on the calculator. Okay, so be very, very careful. This is a normally this happens. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept. Actual thing is you learn the concept. Okay, so question number 1, and we are going to attempt the next part. This is going to be the question number 1, and it's we are done with the C part. Now we are going to do the question number 1, and it's D part. Question number 1, sine x is equals to, we are working on the question number 1, it's D part. Here they say sine of the x is equals to minus 0.3. Okay, now this sine x is equals to minus 0.3. Okay, so what we will do, we will take this x to the other side. So the x will be equals to the sine inverse of the minus 0.3. Okay, so simply I can take the sine, shift sine. Okay, shift sine. Okay, I have actually done shift sine, and in the bracket I will write minus 0.3 bracket close equals to, this is minus 17.45. Okay, so they gave me an angle which is minus 17. So the x is equals to minus 17.45. So it will be 5. Okay, so this angle is negative. So let me show you this. So this is my base angle now. This is 0. This is 90. This is 180. This is 270. And this is 360. Minus 17.5 is this angle. This angle. Okay. So I'll just write it 17.5. It's in, if you go like this, it's negative. So I have to tell that how much is this angle. Because this is negative, the sign is negative on 2 places, in the first quadrant, in the third, fourth quadrant, and in the third quadrant. So I will also make here. So this angle will be how much? It will be 360 minus 17.5. And let me calculate this, 360. Because I have to tell the positive angle, 17.5. And that will be equals to 342.5 degrees. And how much will be this angle? This base angle will be also 17.5. You see, this is negative. So sine is negative in 2 quadrants, in the fourth quadrant and in the third quadrant. Because the angle I got is minus 17.5. So this is my base angle. So on this basis, I'm going to tell you how much is this. This will be 180 plus 17.5. So this angle will be 180 plus 17.5. So let me check. 180 plus 17.5. So this will be 197.5. So that means because I have to give the answer in the positive from 0 to 360, the positive. So my x, the answer will be, one answer is 197.5 degrees and the other answer is 342.5 degrees. Let's check the answer, sir. We have done the question number 1 and its D part, 197.5 and 342.5 are the answers, and these answers are right because the sine x was negative. The sine x is negative in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. When I found the sine inverse, it gave me minus 17.5. So I know that base angle is 17.5. On the basis of this base angle, I found the angle in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Why we have not taken the angles in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant? Because there the sine x answer is positive. Here in the question, the sine x answer is and Justin Bhaiya said hi. So Justin Bhaiya, hi. I just saw your message, and my father's name is also Justin. His name is Justin Mazher. And he spells the Justin with the same way, Justin, Justin. Oh, very good. So my father's name is also Justin. Question number 1, and we are going to do the question number 1 and its E part. Okay. So the question number 1 and its E part is highly technical thing. So sometimes maybe you should have done the first 3 exercises and the D and the E exercise. I have not worked on the D and the E exercise because they involve making of graphs. So we will make some arrangement and then we will work on it. So here we have cos of x is equals to the minus 0.6. This is the question number 1. It's E part. Cos of x equals to minus 0.6. So what I will do, I will take my x here and cos inverse of the minus 0.6. Okay, let's find this. And when I do this on the calculator, what I will do, shift cos bracket and minus 0.6 bracket close equals to, it gives me an angle of 126.9. So this gives me an angle of 126.9. So this is highly technical. You see, the cos x is negative. Okay, so the cos is negative in the second quadrant and in the third quadrant. Okay, so here we have 0, here we have 90, here we have 180, here we have 270, here we have 360. Okay, this angle 126.9, that will be where? It will be here somewhere. Okay, so this is 126.9. So this angle is 126.9. So what will be the base angle here? I don't know. So let me first of all find the base angle. The base angle will be the angle with this x-axis. So 180, this is 126.9. Okay, 180 minus 126.9. So I will get this base angle. So it is 53.1 degree. Okay, because here the cos is negative. Cos is also negative in the third quadrant. So I will take the same base angle here and I will find out what is this angle. So I'm going to find out what is this angle. This angle will be a 180 plus 53.1. So how much will be this? Plus 180. So it will be 233. It is 233.1. So you see, if you take the cos of so the x is equals to 2 answers, 126.9 degrees. The other answer is 233.1. Because the cos is negative, cos x is negative, so the angle is in the second quadrant and in the third quadrant. So when I did the cos inverse on my calculator, it gave me the angle in the second quadrant. From there, I found the base angle. Then with the help of that base angle, I found the angle in the third quadrant, because the cos x is negative in the second quadrant and in the third quadrant, and I have to tell the x values from 0 to 360. So my answer is 126.9. Let's check, sir. 126.9 and 233.1. I have checked the answer, sir. The answer is right. Okay. So let's go to the next part, which is the question number 1, and it's F part. Question number 1, and it's F part. It's highly, you see, it involves a lot of concepts, and it involves a very good practice of the first exercise of the chapter number 5, the B exercise. And okay, so question number 1, and it's F part. Here we have tan of x. He says that the tan of the x is equals to minus 2. Okay, so what I will do, first of all, I'm going to take the tan to the other side. It will become tan inverse, and view message. Sure. Okay. Okay, sir. So what we will do, so let me first of all okay. So we will take the x equals to tan inverse of the minus 2. Okay. So use your calculator to find the value of this. Okay. So we will have shift tan and minus 2 bracket close equals to, so it's something like minus 63.43. So this angle is acute angle, but this is negative angle, and we want the answer in the positive angle. So we will represent this on our quadrants. Okay, so this negative angle, which is acute, that will be in the fourth quadrant. So this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, this is 360. So the negative angle, which is acute, also will be here. So this angle is basically 63.4. You know, the tan is negative on two places, in the fourth quadrant, and this is also in your second quadrant. The tan is negative. So this base angle will be also 63.4. Now I have to tell how much is this angle, and I also have to tell how much is this angle. Okay, so first of all, let's do this one. This angle will be equals to 180 minus 63.4, and how much it will be. Why I'm going into the second quadrant? Because I know that in the second quadrant the tan is negative. So 180 minus 63.4, and that is 116.6 degrees. Okay, here the angle will be 360 minus 63.4, and it will be 360 minus 63.4, and it will be 296.4 and 296.6, sorry, degrees. Okay, so my x will have two answers, because I have to give the answers from 0 to 360. So my x will be 116.6 degrees. comma at 296.6 degrees. So let's check the answer, sir. I hope that this answer is right. And so question number it's F part. The answer is 116.6 and 296.6. So the answer is right, sir. So this is how you do the question number 1 and its F part. Now we are going to work on the question number 1. We will be working on the question number 1 and its G part. Question number 1 and its G part. Okay. So here we have question number 1 and its G part. Here they say that the 2 cos of the x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, okay. So 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have to find out the value of the x. The values of the x are from 0 to 360. So let's do this. It's very simple. You see, you take it to the other side. So 2 cos of the x will be equals to 1. So the cos of the x will be equals to 1 by 2. So the x will be equals to the cos inverse of 1 by 2. Okay, then I will use the calculator to find this value. Okay, so it says that the shift cos bracket 1 divided by 2, the bracket close, is equals to 60 degrees. Okay, so 60 is acute angle, so this is my base angle. X is equals to 60 degrees. Okay, now you see, because the cos of x is equals to the positive 1 by 2, and you know the cos is positive on 2 places, and in the cos is positive in the first quadrant, so this angle, base angle, is 60. Cos is also positive in the fourth quadrant, so this base angle will be 60. So this angle is my answer. So the x will be equal to the 60, and my answer is this angle. This angle will be 360 minus 60, so that is something 300. So I got 2 answers from 0 to 360, where the 2 tan x minus 1 equals to 0. Sorry, 2 cos x minus 1 equals 0. So it is at 60 and 300. So let's check the answers, sir. 60 and 300. The answers are right, sir. So this is how you do the question number 1 and it's a G part. Okay. So let's do the next one. The next one is the question number 1 and its H part. Okay. So the question number 1 and its H part. So here we have question number 1, H part, coming up on your screen. This is our first episode on the exercise 5F. Question number 1 and its H part. Here we have 5 sine x, 5 sine of the x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, so what I will do, we will take that 3 to the other side. Okay, so it will be 5 sine of the x is equals to minus 3. So the sine of the x is equals to minus 3 by 5. So the x will be equals to the sine inverse of the minus 3 by 5. So just use your calculator, find the value, and we will see what's the base angle for this. Okay, so you will have shift sine and bracket minus 3 divided by the 5, bracket close, equals to, it's minus 36.9. X is equals to minus 36.9. Okay, so forget this negative. Okay, 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, because we are supposed to work on the positive angles only here. So the basic angle is this, okay, and minus 36.9 is this angle. So let's just take the negative, because it's negative, that's why I'm taking it here. So I have to tell how much is this angle when I come positively. The sign is, because sign is negative here, so the sign is negative in two places, in the fourth quadrant, and it is also negative in the third quadrant. So this is 36.9, the base angle is 36.9. So I have to tell how much is this angle. This angle will be 360 minus 36.9. And I also have to tell how much is this angle. This angle will be 180, and you go further 36.9. Okay, so let's find this one. 360 minus 36.9 equals to, that will be 323.1 degree, and this angle will be 180 plus 36.9, and that will be 216.9. So my x will be, there will be two answers to this. It will be, one is 216.9, the other answer will be 323.1. You see, the sine x was equals to negative. The sine is negative in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant, and I have to find out that what's the angle in the third quadrant and what is the angle in the fourth quadrant. So let's check, sir. Question number 1 and H part, the answer is 216.9 and 323.1, and I think that's enough for the first episode on this exercise. So, my dear students, today in this episode, this is the episode number 1 on the exercise 5F. The chapter number 5 is about the trigonometry, and this exercise particularly is about the trigonometric equations. We are solving the Coursebook of the Pure Maths 1, and this is a part of the paper 1 of the AS and A levels mathematics 9709. Sir, my name is Ferhan Mazher, and I am from Sargodha, Punjab, Pakistan. The purpose of this video is not for making videos for very brilliant students. These videos which I make on A levels AS mathematics pure maths 1, these are basically for those students whose mathematics is weak and they need step-to-step guidance. So that this video, I hope, will be helpful to you, and this video will be helpful to all those students around the globe. If you find this to be true, please like this video. Please share the link of this video on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, wherever it is possible, share it. Because you see, when you share this, the link of my video, this is a support to my work, and your support is very, very important for me. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, for taking your time. And Justin Sahib, thank you very much for making comments, and I have that's good for you. Okay, so thank you very much. Normally I don't read the comments. By chance your name is Justin, so I read your comment because my father's name is also Justin, but he's a very good person. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking your time. Have a good night, sir. God bless you all.